This week on Winchester Deadly Passion, we head back to New Zealand's beautiful North Island to follow Melissa Bachman and the team from Field and Stream as their hunt for the elusive red stag reaches a breaking point. After harvesting some other amazing animals early in the hunt, time is now running out. With a long trip home looming on the horizon, the team must make some bold moves or risk leaving their quest without one of the country's mythical stags. It all comes down to this.
One of my absolute favorite things in the world to do are any type of adventure hunts. I love going to new places where I may not know quite as much about the animals, the land, or how to hunt them, but I absolutely love to learn. And one of the best places in the world to go, well, that's gotta be New Zealand. It is absolutely beautiful over there. The views are breathtaking, and the red stags, well, you can't beat them. They are absolutely gorgeous. And to go there and hear them roaring, well, it's really an experience like no other. And not everybody gets to hear that. But luckily on my trip, we were gonna be there right before the roar started. And it wasn't just gonna be me on this trip. I was bringing some of my good friends from Field and Stream, John Stack and Justin Long, great people. Not only did I know we were gonna be in an awesome location, but I had some excellent company around me as well.
We don't necessarily sit behind our desk all day. We like to go out and try our gear. We like to team up with people like Melissa Bachman. And we definitely want to see our gear in the works, out there in the field and, improve on what we have.
Field and Stream is a store. It's a destination for the outdoorsman, whether it be hunting, fishing, camping, water sports, whatever it is. And the neat part about being a part of that team is that we get to test the gear. We want to stand behind that and make sure that it's solid gear.
So it's really cool to hunt with someone who's so actively involved in what products are in those stores and out there actually using them, putting things to the test. Now on this trip, we were going to be primarily going after red stag. Now we also had fallow deer tags, and earlier on in the hunt, we got lucky and made it happen with a couple beautiful fallow deer. And we were all so excited. But we also realized very quickly, this was not gonna be some piece of cake hunt. This was not gonna be a cakewalk. It was gonna be absolutely difficult. And we knew we were gonna have to put in some major time.
This segment was brought to you by Sportsman's Alliance. Our heritage, our fight. Protecting hunting from coast to coast.
Did you know that sportsmen and women contribute nearly 8 million to the economy every single day, adding more than 2.9 billion every year for conservation? Just another fun fact showing how sportsmen and women are helping make a difference. I've always said, for me, it's less about what I'm hunting and more about the people I'm with. But that also goes for where I'm at. And hunting New Zealand, it is just so beautiful. You get up high, you're glassing, and yeah, you may not have stags in front of you immediately, but everywhere you look, it's just beautiful countryside. Plus, when we were there, well, it was a little bit before the roar, and we could hear stags roaring in the background all over. It's just as much fun as elk hunting, but even prettier conditions. All hunts can get tough from time to time, and this one was definitely getting tough. We had put in a long week. We had got 2 beautiful fallow deer, and unfortunately, I had missed an absolutely beautiful stag. But when hunts get tough, that's okay, that's part of it. In fact, I knew, yeah, we flew a long way to get over here, but there's a chance we may go home without a stag. It didn't really matter. We were having so much fun. The people I was with, John Stag and Justin Long of Field and Stream, they're an absolute blast. These two, they are quite the characters. In fact, after I missed my big stag while I was upset, Justin was filming with a second camera. We scrambled around, ended up going back to camp. I wanted to shoot my gun, and all of a sudden we realized, where's the second camera? We lost the little camera somewhere along the line. It must have fell out of Justin's backpack. So him and John went back out looking for the camera, and boy, were they happy when they found it.
We found you. We hiked all the way back, but we got you in one piece and not wet.
Yeah, I think this was one of our best recoveries of the week. We followed the blood trail, I don't know, what was this, about a mile back in?
Probably about a mile, up and down some valleys.
We got you. We're ready to record the next hunt, so stay tuned.
It's pretty fun when you get to hunt with people that are willing to joke around a little bit.
So John and I, we sit like 2 cubes away. Throughout the day, we like to joke around with each other, and we definitely allowed that to happen on this trip. So hey, she doesn't want me to talk anymore. This is ridiculous.
Because some people, they just take it too seriously. It's supposed to be fun. Sure, it's gonna be hard, but it does get tough, and you still have to smile. Now, we were sweating going up the side of those mountains, and it was difficult, but the whole time, you could always see a smile on our face. We were truly enjoying the experience. We got to do all sorts of stuff. We got to go down by the river, sighting our guns. We even got to do a little fishing. We got beautiful fallow deer, and now, all we had left, well, we needed our stags. I guess we were just saving the best for last.
This segment was brought to you by Boss Buck. For the most user-friendly and dependable feeder on the market, choose Boss Buck feeders. Now you're getting serious. Winchester Deadly Passion is presented by Cuddyback Digital. More deer, fewer blanks. Hard-hitting Easton Arrows. Hunter's Safety System. Winchester Repeating Arms. Analogics. Protect your deer herd with the power of science. Scent Killer Gold with Hunt Dry technology. Apply it, dry it, and go hunt. Rage Broadheads, leading the evolution in lethal technology. Sportsman's Alliance, protecting hunting from coast to coast. Engel Coolers, the original high-performance cooler company. And Golden Triangle Whitetail, your hunt of a lifetime awaits.
When you're hunting a red stag, it's very similar to when you're out maybe elk hunting or anything that you can hear them calling. It is absolutely majestic. It's not quite like a bugle. It's kind of more like a lion's roar to a cow to, I don't even know what you'd call it. But it's a deep, raspy roar, and it just makes the hair on the back of your neck stand up. And for me, I had been to New Zealand before. I knew how wonderful it was. But to bring John and Justin along and to watch them see it all for the first time, it was really, really exciting.
This overall adventure has definitely been taxing on my body, but my mind, I think, has been strengthened. Being able to hike and sweat and be able to smile and laugh at the same time, it's kind of cool.
This had been an absolutely incredible trip, but it was starting to get down to the wire. In fact, all of us still didn't have a stag, and we only had a couple of days left. So instead of trying to always hunt as a big group, we decided we're gonna split up. We're gonna double our odds of success, and Justin and John took the small camera, they went with Tony, and I went to another location to try to hunt on my own. That way I figured we're at least going to up our odds. Well, it worked. In fact, it worked so well, I couldn't believe it. Now, we had been hunting the whole time together, and all of a sudden, Justin and John leave us, and literally, it hadn't been long at all, and I already hear a shot. Now, they had snuck up on a stag that was actually bedded, and he ended up coming right towards them. They just held tight. Justin did an awesome job filming, got right on him, and John made a great shot.
Shoot.
Good shot.
Did him again.
Nice. Nice shot.
Yes! Oh, that was awesome. We made a long climb from down at camp, up over a couple ridges, and we spotted the stag. He was bedded down, and we snuck up onto this little knob, got into the prone position, and he stood up, and we put it on him, and he's laying right there. This is so awesome. First stag in New Zealand. What a feeling. I'm shaking right now. This is awesome. I'll tell you what, this is a little bit different than the animals we grow back in Pennsylvania, but what a beautiful stag, and what an amazing way to cap off the trip on the last day. We still have Melissa down in the bottom. She had her sights set on a really good one that we saw this morning. We split up, so haven't heard a shot yet, but we're not giving up hope.
After we cleaned the deer, it was definitely my turn. We spotted a nice stag in the distance, and I had my turn.
Now this time, Justin was the hunter. He had got up, it was really quick. John was behind him trying to get the camera on it. And if you've never filmed, it can be pretty tough to find an animal. You zoom in and you just can't find it. And that's exactly what happened.
You got him, dude.
I think John and I finished our hunt with the handy cam.
I'm not sure I got that, but I hope I did.
Professional, but we got it. Let me just say we're gonna get some good footage when we get down there. So.
But the good news is
tuned.
Justin made a great shot, and they were all smiles afterwards.
What an amazing animal. Great finish to the hunt. To be able to say that I harvested a beautiful stag on the last day, it's not false. It definitely happened. You couldn't have wrote it any better. It's definitely exciting. It's definitely a weight lifted off my shoulders. And it's exciting. I don't know what else to say.
And now, the only person left, well, that was me. I already had one miss, and I was hoping that before the time was up, I could get a crack at another stag.
Tip of the week is brought to you by Field & Stream. Trusted brands, timeless traditions.
I'm just getting ready to head out on the road, and the one question so many people often ask is, what type of boots do you bring along? And really, I bring two basic types. One, when I'm whitetail hunting, I like to have some sort of a rubber or neoprene boot. These boots are rubber on the bottom with a neoprene top. That way, they're extremely comfortable. Now, one thing that makes these boots totally different than others, they actually have an aerotherm aerogel insulation. Now, this is a technology by NASA, and what it is basically a level of protection from the cold that'll keep your feet warm without the extra bulk. It's really important to keep them warm because if you're on stand, that cold air is coming up and this will help. What I like, they're lightweight and they're easy to walk in. They're absolutely my favorite boots, and I probably wear them more than anything else. Now, if I'm out west hunting and I know that scent's not a big issue, I also like to wear a leather type of boot. Now, for me, these leather boots work really nice and they are waterproof, and that's important to me because wherever you're at, you want waterproof boots. Nobody wants wet feet. The other thing that I didn't mention, anytime you've got rubber boots, already naturally scent free. So when you spray them down with Scent Killer Gold, you can go out in the field, and that's what makes them so great when you're hunting whitetails. So overall, if you really need to come down to it, those are probably the two best types of boots to have in the field.
Winchester Deadly Passion is presented by Winchester, the American legend. Matthews Archery, catch us if you can. Field & Stream, where traditions begin. ScoutLookWeather.com. Download the free deer log app for your smartphone. Reinhardt, the best archery targets in the world. Sure Shot Jewelry. Check out the Melissa Bachman collection today. And Boss Buck, for the most user-friendly and dependable feeder on the market. Now you're getting serious. Closed captioning is brought to you by Cuddyback Digital. Upgrade to Cuddyback and your images will never look better.
Now, we were on the last day of our hunt. Now, we weren't actually supposed to be hunting anymore. This was supposed to be our travel day to get back to the Taupo airport and catch a flight to Auckland. Well, on the way in, Justin, John, and I, we missed our flight, so we ended up taking a rental car. Well, now we're thinking if we decided to drive back to Auckland, we could hunt all day together and we wouldn't have to even miss our flight. So we decided that's what we were gonna do.
We're still waiting on our stag. Chivalry's not dead, folks. We had the opportunity to shoot a stag. We asked Melissa if we should take it or she wanted to, and she insisted. I'm telling you, she insisted that we shoot our stag. We tried to be gentlemen. We tried to allow her to shoot, but she, being a good host as she is, she allowed us to do the killing first.
It's like a jungle in here. It's super thick. It's dark. Everything's got thorns, and it is hot. The only good thing is at least we don't have sun in here beating down on us, but this is some absolutely tough hunting, but it's really cool to be in here. Something totally different than I've ever seen in New Zealand before.
So the weather's been extremely hot for us, and like we've said, we've been doing a lot of climbing. So I mean, it's been strenuous on the body. I mean, up and down every day, and breaking a sweat and out of breath because we're at a high elevation. But the one thing that we were all kind of able to do, and I think we leaned on each other, and the laughs and the jokes kind of kept us mentally tough. And in the end, we've been successful. We're still waiting for one more stag, but tonight we're going to make that happen.
Now, that last day, we really put in the miles. Justin, John, and I, we were following Tony, and we were on a mission.
You watch the TV shows, and it's always down to the last minute. It's down at the bottom of the ninth, and you think it's scripted. This is definitely not the case. Right now, we literally need to get up the mountain and harvest one more stag for Melissa. So there's a lot of tension in the air.
Right now what we're trying to do is just get low so I can look in the trees and hopefully spot legs before we get up on things. The hardest part about trying to stalk around is trying to make sure you see them before they possibly see you. So we've got the wind in our favor. We're just kind of going through these trees, hoping to see something. I thought I saw legs up here, but there's nothing now, so we're just gonna keep going.
Now, Tony did not want to see me go home without a stag, and I was kind of the point, well, I had my chance. I was so happy that Justin and John had got theirs that I'm okay with it. But I still didn't fly 20-some hours to go home empty-handed, so if the opportunity came up, I was definitely gonna take it.
Is he a good one?
Yeah, one you were chasing this morning.
It was getting towards dusk, and I thought, it's over. We're heading back just the way it is. No joke, on our walk back, with literally probably 8-10 minutes left of shooting light, we saw a beautiful stag right through the tree. We dropped down, Tony said, there's a stag. I didn't even wait. I wasn't waiting to see if they're on them. I got down and I went straight into hunt mode.
Way to go, Melissa.
Last minute, we have walked all day. And we're just going back. It's almost dark. All I could see on that stag, he just barely poked his head up. Oh my goodness. I only had a short time. He made the noise and I knew it was game time. Holy smokes.
Wow.
You have got to be kidding. Unbelievable. Look at this. This is like a giant drop tine kicker. He's got stuff in it. Wow.
What a way to end the hunt.
Huge. Unbelievable. This has been such an awesome hunt. We have worked our butts off. We honestly have. This is just a beautiful stag. I mean, we've been putting in so much time all week.
And now, well, it's the last night. We don't have our cameraman here, but we made it work with us. So we got an awesome stag. One of them, we've seen him a couple of times this week. Just hadn't had a chance to get close, and just awesome. We're out here with Tony Punch. He has been working so hard with us. We've got a big crew of people out here. We made it work. Our persistence is what helped. I mean, it was all the way to the end, and we didn't give up, and it was literally the last 5 minutes of light, and we got this beautiful stag. I mean, I'm pretty sure this tops my other one, so pretty awesome. The 300 dropped it right in its tracks, shooting a Winchester ballistic silver tip, and the stag didn't go anywhere. So awesome to see. I love it, and boy, am I happy. Been out here with all the Field and Stream guys. We've had a blast this week. Everyone got their stags, fallow deer, we got rams, we got it all. Just an awesome time, and thank you guys for coming.
Thanks for having us, and thanks for capping it off with this fantastic stag. That was awesome.
Wow, unbelievable.
This episode, Melissa was hunting with Tony Punch of Rata-Mairi Deer. To book your New Zealand adventure, visit ratamairi-deer.com and tell them Melissa sent you. Follow Melissa on Twitter at Melissa Bachman, on Facebook at facebook.com/Winchester Deadly Passion, and Instagram at Melissa_Bachman for behind-the-scenes footage, photos, giveaways, and much more.